Before we start, pay attention. Every time you spot trivia in this video, keep counting.
Could we talk?
Comment the final number, stay subscribed, and you can win an Amazon gift card this week. Subscribe? Good. Let's go. The film begins in 1954, with Ray Kroc struggling to sell milkshake machines to drive-in restaurants across the United States. He is frequently frustrated by the inefficiency of small food businesses. Orders often take a long time to arrive, and the food delivered is sometimes incorrect. Although Ray and his wife, Ethel, have saved enough money to live comfortably in Arlington Heights, Illinois, he remains restless. He wants to build something of his own and increase his income. At home, and while traveling for work, Ray repeatedly listens to a motivational speech emphasizing that persistence and determination are all-powerful. The message encourages him to continue pursuing success. After several restaurants reject his milkshake machines, Ray calls his secretary, Gio Martino. She informs him that a restaurant in California has ordered 6 milkshake mixers. The order seems unusually large compared to his typical sales, so Ray contacts the restaurant to confirm it. During the call, he learns that the order is actually for 8 mixers. The restaurant is located in San Bernardino, in Southern California. Curious about a business that requires 8 milkshake machines, Ray decides to travel to San Bernardino himself. When he arrives, he finds a walk-up restaurant that is extremely busy. The restaurant is called McDonald's. Ray observes the speed of service, the consistent food quality, the use of disposable packaging, and the family-friendly atmosphere. Long lines of customers wait to place their orders. Ray joins the line and notices how quickly the staff moves through the orders. Within moments, his food is ready, and he is surprised by the efficiency. Instead of traditional plates and silverware, the food is served in disposable wrappers that customers can carry anywhere. While sitting nearby, Ray meets one of the owners, McDonald. Ray compliments him on the restaurant's design and operation. Mac appreciates the praise and offers to show him the kitchen. During the tour, Mac explains that speed is the central goal of their fast food system. Ray observes custom-built tools and equipment designed to streamline food preparation. The staff works with a highly organized system that allows them to produce a hamburger in about 30 seconds. Ray also meets Mac's brother, Dick McDonald, who is adjusting the temperature used to cook the fries. Because the restaurant is busy, they cannot talk for long, so Ray invites the brothers to dinner later that evening. During dinner, the McDonald brothers explain how their business developed. They originally came to Hollywood hoping to work in the film industry. Eventually, they opened a movie theater in Glendora, but it was forced to close during the Great Depression. Afterward, they opened a food stand selling hot dogs and orange juice in Arcadia. Because business there was limited, they relocated the stand to San Bernardino. With limited resources, they moved their stand using a truck and continued selling hot dogs. Later, they expanded it into a barbecue drive-in restaurant with 27 menu items and uniformed waitresses delivering food directly to customers' cars. Initially, the restaurant performed well, but over time, sales leveled off. The brothers faced several operational problems typical of drive-in restaurants, including difficulty managing customers and staff. After reviewing their sales data, they discovered that hamburgers, French fries, and soft drinks accounted for about 87% of their profits. As a result, they decided to simplify the menu and focus only on those items. They also eliminated the drive-in model and replaced it with a walk-up restaurant where customers would order at the counter. This removed the need for car hops and reduced labor costs. To further reduce expenses, they replaced traditional tableware with disposable packaging. They adopted a slogan promising orders within 30 seconds. To design the most efficient kitchen layout, the brothers and their employees spent an afternoon on a tennis court drawing the kitchen plan with chalk. By physically mapping the workflow and adjusting positions, they gradually developed a layout that maximized efficiency and minimized unnecessary movement. After several rounds of testing and revisions, they finalized a system that significantly accelerated food preparation and service. Despite the improvements, the new format initially struggled. Many customers were reluctant to leave their cars to order food, and the disposable packaging was unfamiliar. However, the brothers continued refining their service and gradually attracted more customers. Eventually, the restaurant became the most popular food establishment in the area. Ray is deeply impressed by their story and spends the night thinking about the business. The next day, he proposes that the McDonald brothers franchise the restaurant.
Franchise. 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 Franchise.
He believes the concept could expand nationwide and allow more people to experience their system. The brothers explain that they have previously attempted franchising but faced problems maintaining consistent quality across different locations. While discussing the idea, Ray notices a painting on the wall depicting a distinctive building design. Mac explains that it is a concept created by Dick for a franchise location in Phoenix. Ray travels to Phoenix to inspect the restaurant. The location has failed, but it features the now recognizable golden arches. After seeing it, Ray becomes even more determined to pursue franchising. When he returns home, He tells Ethel about the restaurant and its automated food system. He explains that he wants to invest in the business. Ethel is skeptical and prefers the stability they already have rather than risking their savings. Their disagreement leads to an argument when Ray asks for her support.
Why should I settle when other men won't?
I don't know, Ray.
Sorry, wrong word.
I've done nothing but support you.
Oh, look, I'm sorry.
The following day, Ray returns to his work as a traveling salesman, but he cannot stop thinking about the opportunity. Despite his wife's concerns, he returns to San Bernardino to persuade the brothers to allow him to manage their franchising operations.
With this guy.
Do it for your country.
What?
Dick is hesitant about expanding again, partly because Mac's health suffered during their previous franchising attempts. After considering Ray's proposal, the brothers eventually agree, but they insist on strict oversight. A contract is drafted stating that no franchise decisions can be made without their approval. Ray signs the agreement and begins working to open a franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois. Financing proves difficult because many investors decline to participate. Ray eventually secures a loan using his home as collateral, though he does not tell Ethel. While planning the new location, Ray proposes several modifications and waits for approval from the McDonald brothers. The process takes longer than he expected. When he calls to ask about the delay, Dick explains that their architect is carefully reviewing the changes to ensure they meet safety standards. Ray becomes frustrated because he has already invested significant money.
For the speedy system, huh?
Construction eventually begins, and Ray attempts to replicate the same operational standards used in San Bernardino. However, disagreements soon arise between him and the brothers. Ray tries to obtain sponsorship from Coca-Cola by placing the company's name on the menu boards, viewing it as a business opportunity. Dick objects, arguing that commercial partnerships conflict with their principles. Once the restaurant opens, Ray works to maintain consistent quality and train his employees.
There's one pickle in there. 2 pickles on all the buns. 2 pickles on all of them.
Ethel remains doubtful about the venture. Ray apologizes for neglecting her and promises to spend time with her at their country club. At the club, Ray presents the idea of investing in McDonald's franchises to several wealthy members. They initially mock the proposal, but eventually become interested.
I'm just joking with you, Ray.
New franchise agreements are arranged with the approval of the McDonald brothers, although the brothers remain concerned about maintaining quality across multiple locations. During a visit to a franchise in Schaumburg, Ray discovers serious problems. The restaurant is poorly maintained, trash covers the floors, and the hamburgers are of low quality. Frustrated by the lack of standards, he confronts the franchise owner and emphasizes the importance of maintaining the original system. When he realizes that many investors are not committed to the concept, he cancels his country club membership and begins searching for a different type of franchisee.
Really?
Could we talk about this another time?
Tragically overcooked. Tragically.
I don't know, Ray. Looks good to me.
Ethel is upset by this decision and continues to doubt the success of the business. Later, Ray meets a man named Leonard Rosenblatt and helps him open a franchise in Waukegan. Rosenblatt operates the restaurant according to the established rules and maintains high standards. Ray concludes that middle-class owner-operators are more reliable franchise partners because they are personally invested in the success of their businesses. New franchises begin opening across the Midwest, including locations in Dayton, Madison, Milwaukee, Grand Rapids, Kenosha, and Decatur. During this expansion, Ray increasingly presents himself as the founder of McDonald's.
Opportunity. Opportunity to advance. To move forward. To move up. To advance.
The McDonald brothers become frustrated when they learn that Ray refers to his restaurants simply as McDonald's, even though their original location in San Bernardino is the true first restaurant. During a trip to Minnesota for the opening of another franchise, Ray has dinner at an upscale restaurant. There he meets the owner, Raleigh Smith, who offers to open a McDonald's franchise in Minneapolis. Ray also meets Raleigh's wife, Joan, and develops an immediate attraction to her. During the evening, they play piano and sing together. As Ray continues expanding across the Midwest, he encounters serious financial pressure. His share of the franchise profits is only 1.4%, which is not enough to support the growing operation. When he asks the McDonald brothers to renegotiate the contract, they refuse. Ray also discovers that refrigeration costs for storing milkshake ice cream are reducing his profits.
Damn it.
While visiting Joan and Raleigh, Joan suggests replacing ice cream with a powdered milkshake mix that produces a similar result. Ray proposes the idea to Dick McDonald, but Dick rejects the change. While seeking another loan, Ray meets Harry Sonneborn. After reviewing the company's finances, Sonneborn proposes a different business strategy. He suggests treating McDonald's primarily as a real estate enterprise. Under this approach, Ray would purchase land and lease it to franchise operators who would then build McDonald's restaurants. This would generate a separate income stream that would not be shared with the McDonald brothers. Ray adopts the strategy and forms a new company called Franchise Realty Corporation. The plan proves successful, and his financial position improves rapidly. When Dick calls to ask about the new company, Ray explains that it is separate from McDonald's and therefore not restricted by their agreement. As his wealth grows, Ray informs Ethel during a dinner that he wants a divorce. He offers her everything except his shares in McDonald's.
When trying to quietly settle a divorce,
Tensions between Ray and the McDonald brothers continue to increase. The brothers receive a letter printed with the official letterhead of McDonald's Corporation listing Ray as president. Dick threatens legal action, arguing that they are the original founders of the brand.
We came up with the Speedy system, not you.
Ray responds that his financial resources allow him to sustain a prolonged legal battle that the brothers cannot afford. The conflict places significant stress on Mac McDonald, who suffers a diabetic shock and is hospitalized. Ray later visits him with flowers and presents a letter containing a blank check, indicating his intention to buy the brothers' share of the company. Recognizing their limited options, the brothers agree to sell. Their terms include a lump sum payment of $2.7 million, continued ownership of their original San Bernardino restaurant, and 1% of the company's annual profits. Ray accepts most of the terms, but refuses to include the royalty clause in the written agreement. Instead, he promises the payment through a verbal handshake arrangement, which the brothers accept. After the deal is completed, Dick confronts Ray in a restroom and asks why he did not simply copy their idea and open his own restaurant. Ray responds that the concept alone would not have succeeded without the name. According to him, the true value of the business is the McDonald's brand. The brothers are later required to change the name of their original restaurant to the Big M because they no longer control the McDonald's trademark. Ray opens a new McDonald's restaurant directly across the street. The film concludes in 1970 with Ray and his new wife, Joan, preparing a speech at their mansion. In the speech, Ray attributes his success to persistence, repeating the same motivational message he had listened to earlier in the film. A closing note explains that the San Bernardino McDonald's remained popular but eventually closed after competition from a new franchise location. The 1% royalty that Ray promised the brothers through a handshake agreement was never paid. If it had been honored, each brother would have received approximately $200 million per year.